So Wexford Local Development is a local development company that works to promote equality and to promote inclusion and to encourage people to make the very best of their opportunities. And we have a vision of communities that are thriving and where people feel valued and where people feel that they're part of the bigger picture and that there's equality for everybody to achieve what they want to achieve. Wexford Local Development have 4 offices around County Wexford. So there's one in Wexford Town, one in Ross, one in Gorey and one in Enniscorthy. So we're very centrally located for people to find us. We also work out and about in communities, so we're very often out in various other locations and community venues as well. So with regard to young people and families and children, Wexford Local Development would work in community settings. So we'd work in communities where people need a bit more support to access opportunities around social and cultural opportunities, or we would work around promoting physical activities. So that would be around well-being, sporting activities, sometimes in collaboration with other organisations. And we'd organise family days and fun in the sun and that kind of thing. So we would be encouraging young people and children and families to take part in things they mightn't otherwise have an opportunity to do, but also to come together and engage with each other. And we also work with local community groups who work with young people to empower them and so that they can deliver those programmes themselves in their own communities. Very much a bottom-up approach it's coming from the community. We would also work with specific groups and do bespoke training with groups like Children and Families in Direct Provision and Traveller and Roma families, and also new communities like our Syrian refugee community. And we'd have community supports like after schools, homework clubs and cultural and creative projects with those particular groups. Wexford Local Development also works with children and young people and parents to support children in the formal education sector to make good transitions between the different stages and also to achieve as much as they possibly can to level out the playing field in families and communities where maybe people haven't gone to college or there's just a little bit of support needed. So we would have a number of different transition programs. We would partner with a lot of primary schools and secondary schools and work closely with homeschool liaison and school completion. And we also have the County Wexford Education Network, which is made up of a lot of different individuals who would help and advise us how to make sure what we're doing doesn't duplicate what other people are doing. So we would work with first, parents with children accessing, say, primary school for the first time. So we have a Head Start, Starting Big School booklet and programme. We have a Next Step programme, which is, again, we have a booklet available, and we go out into schools and give talks to 6th class students about making that transition into second level. And then we have our MEHL programme, which has been running for 20 years, and that's a peer mentoring anti-bullying programme where the Leaving Cert students are trained up to be mentors to the incoming first year students. And we have 305 leaders this year who will be taking part in training to do that. We also have a number of programmes that target young people. We've one called Elevate, which is about working with a cohort of young people right from 6th class up to 6th year. That's new and we're very excited about it. And we also would work with parents. We would put on webinars and information sessions around managing your way around the CAO, accessing grants, but also information on further education, apprenticeships and other opportunities for young people to just progress along. So at Wexford Local Development we also offer one-to-one supports for young people. Under the SICA programme we have a client support officer in each of the 5 electoral districts. So there's one in Rosslare, there's one in Wexford Town, Gorey, New Ross and Enniscorthy. And each client support officer can meet with a young person and can work out an action plan with them, and that can involve access to personal development supports, training that we have internally, information and referrals for external training and information. So it's quite a holistic service. We also have a specific programme called 3SP, so it's Supporting Skills and Success, and that's an early intervention programme for young people leaving school who really don't have any plan or they're not quite sure where they're going to go. So that's a space for them to just figure out what they like, what they're good at, what they might be interested in doing. It's in a very safe space, very gentle space, but it's very important just to give them that bit of information. And all of this is voluntary and it's free, and people can engage with it as they want to, or they can be referred on by their schools, but it's very much a voluntary programme. Wexford Local Development have a number of different supports for people who are starting out at the labour market, and young people obviously will be starting out trying to figure out how to get the first step and get some skills to bring them closer to getting a job or training or whatever it is. So we have the one-to-one supports that I mentioned that we have where they can actually meet somebody. We have a local employment service who also work with young people and have access to some funding for training and a lot of support around CVs and interviews. We run specific training within Wexford Local Development around job searching and making your CV, doing interviews, but also industry recognised training and basics like safe pass, manual handling. We do driver theory for people to get them on the road. We also do certified training in childcare and healthcare, and things like first aid and food hygiene and things like that. So we have a range of training that we do in-house. We can also make referrals and link people up and help them access other training that's available in the county. We also have a specific programme for young people with intellectual disabilities called the Ability Programme, and we have a community employment 2 scheme, and we have a young person strand on that, and it's a year long, which gives you work experience in the community but also access to training. So there's many different ways. The local employment service is also there and available to help people with CVs and job search help. So very much around how to get yourself out there and giving you the skills and confidence to do that. The Corn Market Project is one of the longest running programmes in Wexford Local Development. It's outreached all around the main towns, and it's a programme for people with substance misuse issues who may also be involved in the criminal justice system. And it offers support, and it offers employment and training as well, and it's a great resource for people who want to make positive changes in their lives in the county around that. Wexford Local Development is there to help. We have offices in the 4 main towns. You can walk in there, or we've restricted openings due to COVID, but there's a walk-in service. The best thing to do is to phone us if you go to our website wld.ie, and we will be able to refer you to somebody who can help you, whatever it is that you're looking for, and we're there to help.